Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Whims Legacy, our nicheling tribe where we leave almost everything that happens up to the whims of the nicheling gods, aka some random generators. If you guys are not familiar with the rules of the tribe, I highly recommend going and watching some of the previous episodes because they can seem a little bit confusing at first, but just a quick overview, we limit the number of nichelings we have in the tribe every generation, the generation being determined by how long one specific nicheling we pick lives. We also roll for random genes for one of the mutation slots, and I get to pick the other slot. And it's a blind genes challenge, so I cannot look at any of the genes that our nichelings have. Instead, we must use our powers of observation to look like, oh, there's a little fishing tail over here on Rico. I can see there's a little fishing tail, a Barina claw. We have to use our powers of observation to look and see what's going on instead. But as I mentioned in the last episode, I realized that we need to relax a little bit. I have been so fierce and so determined to have nothing but water body nichelings in our tribe that it kind of has sent things a little bit sideways. I feel like we really haven't progressed. We haven't unlocked a whole bunch. Well, I guess none of them are going to have genes that can show off. We haven't unlocked the remaining mutation genes. We haven't been able to really build up a huge store of food. We haven't been able to really explore because I have been so dedicated to trying to make sure that all of the Whims have water body and trying to make sure that all of the Whims are able to swim quickly together and chase down schools of fish. And that's really something fun and noble and something that I would 1000% love to work on when we return to the Sirens of the Sea, hopefully as soon as the newest niche update comes out. I am so thrilled because they're actually going to have a mating call to attract mates. We really need that, or else the sirens are just going to die out. But anyway, I realized with the Whims, we need to go with the flow. The Whims are supposed to be, in their own chaotic way, a relaxing legacy where we just see what fate has in store. So we're gonna try to relax a little bit and not control our nichelings so much. And I think, or at least their genetics quite so much. And I think that what we're actually going to do is we're going to try to build up a ton of food. We're going to do some more exploring on this island. This is the plort. Why do I always say plort? I always have Slime Rancher on my mind when we are doing this. But this is the port that we have been that the nicheling gods have chosen as the exit to the next island. That being determined by a roll of a dice. So we have to exit out of here at some point with our nichelings when we are ready to go to the next island. That's kind of why I wanted water body, so when we land on the next island, we can just quickly swim through the water if it's one we don't want to stay on and leave and just travel until we can hopefully get to all of the genes that we're looking for, like being able to go and find poison fangs and unlock that by visiting a proper swamp island, or being able to unlock velvet paw by visiting the proper jungle island. And if we don't want to die in the jungle because the jungle is death and we are very squishy soft nichelings, then the idea of water body is we can just be like, goodbye apes, and swim quickly through the sea and make it to the next port without even having to touch a single paw on land. So that's why I want water body so bad. But, I need to trust in the outcome of the Whims. However, if we are going to do that, if we are going to be just rapidly traveling and perhaps not even landing up on the beach to start gathering up food, if we can't find any fish in the waters because we hit somewhere that just doesn't have a lot of fish, we need to have a good reserve of food that we can rely on for our migration. And that's actually what I'm going to consider when we start swimming from island to island. It'll be the Great Nicheling Migration. But what do animals do before they go on a migration? They store up that fat. They hit all of the points where they can eat the fattiest things they can find, usually eggs of different creatures. For instance, you can have a whole bunch of shorebirds that will land in gigantic concentrations of millions of them in spots where different eggs will be laid, like sea turtle eggs, or especially the horseshoe crab eggs. Whenever the sea turtles and horseshoe crabs come up on the beach to spawn and to lay their eggs, in case of the turtles, you're followed by this gigantic migration of seabirds and other creatures that rely on those eggs to build up those fat reserves so that they can fly 2 continents away to the other side of the world. So that's kind of what our nichelings are going to be doing. we're gonna work on storing up the fat and having the babies right now. So fat and babies. That's our goal. It's so beautiful and noble. But all right, now that that little ramble is out of the way, so you guys know the plans to prepare for the Great Migration, we actually get to have one baby. We are capped out at 14 nichelings right now, so we can have one baby. And we do have a pregnant leader right now, but I kind of think that Mirari is sort of hungry. She's more in the mood to find a ton of food. Is that a rogue male? Heck no. Excuse you. Quick, Vanunu! Get him! Alright, and now he's poisoned! Good job, Vanunu. Also, grab that seed while you're at it. And Solar, attack! Oh my gosh! Oh, it's Ressi! Ressi, I thought you were a rogue male. She is our rogue female. I wonder if that's her mate. Huh. Well, we told him what for, and if that's gonna be like Ressi's mate, then I don't exactly just want to like kill him. I like the idea. I mean, of course he's not actually her mate, but I kind of like the idea that she left the tribe. She's our cousin. She is a rogue-born child that we released because we're capped out, so we only want to keep nichelings that we really want to focus on. And I like to imagine the rest are just cousins. I always have to reassure you guys, many of you get very upset when we release nichelings, but remember, we didn't kill them. They're just wandering around the place and we can always invite them back in. But I'm going to imagine that's Ressi's mate, so as long as he stays away from my females. If he comes closer, then that's a territorial issue. But if he's just kind of like popping by, I won't immediately attack him. Alright, and Lila Miana is a sickly nicheling who we'll probably release, but she can actually help gather up these nuts for the Great Migration. Let's have Mirari come over here. She's hungry. She is a hungry pregnant female right now, so she's going to focus on eating. And then we have a whole bunch of other pregnant females hanging out over here, including Kola, who is unfortunately going to pass away pretty soon. No, and not Anna. I want Anna to live for so much longer because I love her. She is the most beautiful nicheling I think we have ever had. All right, Anna, you get the honors. Ooh, bunny. You get the honors of going ahead and making your nest. And I cannot I cannot remember who she mated with, unfortunately. However, there's a little bit of food there. Kola, you can come up here. Ooh, there's a lot of food over here. Then we have, oh, Lassie! Lassie, I really hope you weren't actually a tribe leader. I forgot which one's the tribe leader, so I just picked Mirari, and I felt really bad. But we're just, the whims of fate are also determined by the depths of Seri's memory sometimes. So you just gotta roll with it at times. And this is interesting. I'm trying to get, like, the worms we find, but it looks like for some of the worms, you have to be, like, sideways. You can't try to get the worms head on. Huh. Alright, we'll protect this food. And then Von Kunu, actually, he is a water body nicheling, but he's also a really good fighter. So I think I'm going to actually have him come up. We'll have him collect up this food. And we're going to start exploring on land a little bit more. Because the point is right now to eat as much as possible and try to keep water body somewhat in our family tree. And let's actually maybe have Lala come on down here because it looked like there was some food that she could possibly find. Yeah, right there. So as long as Lala is with some of the other nichelings so they can see for her, then she can actually reach those worms. And we'll have Rico come over. There's some worms over here. There's that rogue male getting awful close. Hopefully the poison will have an effect on him. Alright, Rusty. Like, if your mate is straying into our territory, then that's going to be it. But alright, so we're going to have a birth with Anna having one of her children. And, yeah, I'm just going to say that I think Mirari was... I don't know. She's now the tribe leader because of the whims of my bad memory. And we get 14 nichelings as long as she's alive. But as soon as she passes away, we have to roll between 2 and 20 to see what size our tribe will be. But Anna, you are truly one of my favorite nichelings. You are so beautiful, and I hope I can have more of your bebés. So let's go ahead and see. What a beautiful sign! Oh my goodness, and one of our nichelings died, and now we have more room. Oh, one of my elders passed away. No, was she pregnant? She was pregnant. No, wait, Kola, you're here. Okay, never mind. It was one of my males. Oh no. Okay, and one of my other nichelings got another nicheling sick? What? What? Miana, I think you're okay. Oh, did you get him sick? Who knows? Okay, you're also an adult female now, so this isn't cool. That's right. You get away, buddy. You need to keep away from poor Miana. She never asked for any of this nonsense. That's right, get back. You may or may not possibly be the mate of our cousin Ressie, but we're not going to put up with any of your nonsense coming too close to our poor females. All right, well, we did actually have somebody pass away, which is sad, but it's fortunate for us. Oh, and there's a whole bunch of shells over here. No, you don't! He's gonna get her pregnant! No, Miana! No, little Rico! Defend! Oh, Rico, you're awesome! Okay, I think Rico just, like, developed a little bit of a taste for being able to defend and to battle. That was pretty cool. No, and now she's gonna get sick because she's next to Miana. Rico, you sacrificed yourself and your health, and we'll have to send her in looking for the rumored berries of healing, because she was defending Miana from that rogue. That's so sweet. Alright, so let's see. Kiro, can you crack that open? You cannot. And you're also, are you sickly or sick? Oh no! Oh no, you got Mira sickly! I didn't know you were sickly. Why? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is off to a dramatic start because sometimes when you first begin, you don't always get to see who actually has like an immunity disease at the time. And that can really lead to some problems. Alright, so let's look at the baby. Alright, so we have little Cuckoo. It looks like his fertility is a little bit higher. He has a stinky tail. He has both gills and water body, so he's very well equipped for swimming in the sea. Very happy about that. Anna has a few days left. Let's send Kola up, and we'll let her make a companion nest so that they can be nest sisters and protect each other's children. And then I'm going to send these guys around gathering up some food. So I'll send the two water nichelings into the water together. Yes! We just got that giant Razorina. That's going to be a good meal. So I'll send them into the water together. And I'm going to have Vanku start moving and clearing some of this away and maybe looking for food along the river here. Alright, so we have a little bit of a mess on our hands, but we have another baby on the way. Deep breaths, Seri. We're going with the whims. The whims. The flow. We gotta go with the flow, you guys, with these whims. Oh, look, it's another little boy. That both is delightful, but also concerns me. Because too many boys might be a little... Oh, Von. Oh, and he can crack open shells and look at his fertility. He's actually kind of everything I want out of our nicheling. So, and he's got violet eyes too. Kola, what a beautiful son you have had. Oh my gosh. I want you to have another baby. And look at how cute little Cuckoo's fluffy peppermint tail is. Oh my goodness, that's adorable. All right, little Cuckoo, let's actually go ahead and we are going to have you scoot over maybe. And I'm going to have to figure out what to do with this group soon. I do need to keep an eye on Mirari. I did not want her to get this sick. That's very unfortunate. We'll go ahead. Oh, who got the leech? Okay, I can handle the leech. All right, Roro, we will get the leech off of you in just a second. There we go. And can you see any food over here? No signs of food over there. Let's send Vanku over. Vanku, you do have those awesome toxic fangs. Let's have Vanku and Anna breed. And Vanku has to have something in his mutation menu or else we're not allowed to breed him. So, let's see. Anna has super high fertility too. I should have been breeding her a lot more. Oof. All right, we might have to let little Cuckoo kind of wander around and invite him back in. And that's kind of a fun way to think about it. When we're on a safer island like this, maybe the juveniles sort of go on a little journey of their own and then they come back into the family tree. But Vanku, if I could pass on something with you, you both have water body, so actually that would be amazing. I honestly, like, I don't really want to pass on the Barina Claw. So, and we can't look at his genes. I would want to pass on, instead of her, like, runner's leg as well, I would want to pass on, like, nimble fingers, actually. So that way, hopefully, he can either pick berries, like his children could either pick berries, or his children could get those clamshells. We kind of probably want to try to pull our whims into being a little bit more of generalist compared to some of our other, like, breeding specific tribes. Because right now, we just want to be able to get as much food as possible. Like, I would really love to see like 500-600 food, and then we go on the Great Migration. So we're going to add in the nimble fingers. And now, dun dun dun, dun 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 dun, 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 dun. It is time to roll the random generator and see what he is actually going to have. Give me just a second. What he is going to have to pass on. So, and then, okay, so hang on. Sorry, I have to do the math all over again. Oh my goodness. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa! Pattern density medium. Woo! The nicheling gods must be feeling just like artistic today instead of feeling like giving us anything that's a little bit too much to handle. All right, and Kola, you're unfortunately passing away tomorrow. Have I already done everything? I haven't done everything with this group yet. So I think what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to release Miana and possibly release Van Nunu. Even though he has some of the genes that we were going for Barina, that's probably, I'm just going to focus on food gathering because I haven't seen another Barina and we need at least double dose Barina genes in order to like bring out, you have to have recessive Barina genes and then breed with either each other or another Barina to really start seeing snout and hind legs and some of those other Barina traits come out. So I'm not really worried about the Barina genes right now. So I think I'm going to have Miana gather up a little bit of food and then I'm going to release her. And I think I'm going to have Van Nunu here also gather up a little bit of food. And then I'm going to release him. And Solar, let's go ahead and turn him into an alpha. And we're going to release these two so that now I have more room to be able to actually go ahead. Rico, just go ahead and take out that tree. That's fine. But now I have more room to be able to go ahead and have some babies. Mirari, please do not die on me. Kiro, you're gonna die on me. Please gather up some meat before you go. Alright, there we go. And little Lala, oh dang it, Lala is stuck. Okay, I've got to get Lala up to the tree or something. She's, poor blind little nicheling is stuck right now. And then Kola, I'm gonna jump her down here, or up here, pregnant, and then into the nest. So let's try that out. 1, 2, 3. Whoo! And now Kola can have another baby. And Anna, if I can, I'm gonna go ahead and have her make a nest too. There we go. So we're gonna have 2 new nichelings from my beautiful females over here. And then I'm really gonna need to turn my attention to allowing Mirari to possibly have her baby soon too. So all right, my little whimsies, let's see what you've got for me. Kola! Goodbye, Kola! Oh, I am going to miss her. Oh my goodness, and we have Kirduku, and he's got super high fertility and water body, and everything else about him is amazingly normal. And then we also have Komi right over here, the child of Kola, who actually is also perfect in so many ways because she has got the ability to do a teeny bit of fishing. She can breathe underwater, high fertility. She can crack open nuts. She can pick berries. She can attack things semi-decently. So it looks like this is really where I would probably start pulling for the future of the Whims. No offense over here, Mirari. Just it's kind of looking like that. Also, Kiro, you're about to pass away. So could you just at least come over here, perhaps somewhat kindly, and allow poor Lala to be able to exit and at least find her way somewhere else. All right, here we go. Now I can at least get her under the tree. All right, and Mirari, I really want her to have her baby soon, but she's going to live a little bit longer. So I think I want to breed Anna one more time because we do have an open slot for nichelings. And I would really love to see if we could get Vanku's fangs. So let's scooch the babies around. We don't have any birds we have to worry about. So this is clearly a perfect island to have babies and just build up the fat reserves, as I was mentioning earlier. Let's go ahead. Come on, there we go. Now she's expecting. And we have little Cuckoo over here who can come and join. Wow, he's got great movement. He can come join these males as we start moving along the waterways and even poking around the grasses, trying to see what we can find. And he can breathe underwater, so he can actually immediately dive in and start swimming with them and searching for food around here. And then I'll have Vanku. All right, Yeah, so Anna is surrounded by the babies, so she's in a good spot there. Gosh, she's beautiful. I really love her. And again, when we have like our tribe main character slash leader, the Whims don't really have much of a leadership sort of feel this generation. But when we have our main character, that doesn't mean they're my favorite. That just means that they were the most logical choice for keeping the Whims alive at the time. No offense, Mirari. Alright, and she is still like super pregnancy cravings, and this is actually a fantastic lagoon to gather tons of food from. So we'll leave her there. And then over here, we've got Rico, who we could probably release in a pinch. And then we've got Solar, who actually is another one of those nichelings I want to keep around because he's got really good genes too. I should probably send him over here because he might make a good mate for maybe Calmy or somebody on this side. And let's go ahead and see what the new baby for Anna is going to be. He's a tough, rough little fighter. Oh no, and he's sickly. Oh, dang it. Alright, so Taduk is unfortunately a sickly fighter. He could be a great fisher if he wanted to be, but he is not inheriting those toxic fangs as I was hoping. So phooey on that. Alright, and then it looks like we're getting really close on Mirari. She's got 3 days left. I'm gonna let her eat a little bit more. And Kiro, I should probably go ahead and release Kiro because he's not really, I mean, he's got the toxic fangs, and the water body, I mean, maybe I should let him and Lala have a child, but I think they're actually related. Maybe. Lala doesn't look like she's much related to Kiro, to be completely honest. So maybe because he did help her escape so often, either they have exactly the same immunity and this is a terrible idea, or they don't. But I'm going to let her go ahead and become pregnant after all then. She can't have the baby just yet. Unfortunately, but she can kind of wander around and gather up nest material for it, and so can Kiro. Whoa! Oh, it's Van Nunu! Hey! Hey, Uncle! How you doing? Or Dad. Probably Dad. They look almost identical. Let's have Solar gather up more food. Hey, mole. No, the mole got away. Okay, I was really hoping we could eat him. Oh, but we've got a bunny to eat over here. Alright, and we're maxed out at 14 now. I believe that was going to be Anna's last child, unfortunately. We can send little Von to go hunt with the males, and little Comey can actually come down. No! I need to get her. Oh no, she's got webbed hind legs. Hopefully she'll be fast in the water. I need to get her away from her sickly brother. Anna can go ahead. We'll probably release little Taduk. I don't know. He's got some positive traits, but we have to be careful with how many nichelings we have on us at all times. Alright, and Vonku will go ahead and clear this away. I guess if this is Anna's last day, it doesn't matter. Oh, she shouldn't be sitting on her baby, but it doesn't really matter where we move her. Alright, Roro. Let's move Cuckoo. And we'll do a little bit of exploring. Searching for some delicious food. Keeping an eye on the youngster behind us. Are there any fish? I really want some more fish. Fish are hard to find. Being a fishing family requires a lot. Alright, we had a death. Oh, Anna, I'm going to miss you so much. No. And Comey can come and join the family. Oh, there's fish. There's fish. Fish alert. Fish alert. Get the fish. Get the fish. We got the whole thing. Oh, yeah. Did you guys see that? That was awesome. Alright. And Kirkir, oh, there's a whole bunch of water down here. So we can have all of the little nichelings. Oh, hey! There's a lot going on down here. We can have them explore in the water over here. I'll move little Taduk over here. And Kirduku can actually join them with the fishing and the hunting if he wants to. There's a lot of them in the water already, though. So I'll have him kind of hang out with his dad and work on clearing away the grasses. And his dad will keep a, glance over his shoulder eye on Taduk, who will bring up here. And we'll figure out what to do with Taduk in just a minute. Alright, and Mirari only has 2 days left. Phooey! Lala has more days than that. Let's see, let's gather up some of this meat. Rico, I saw another bunny. Oh, there's more bunnies, Rico! Alright, we'll try to eat some of the bunnies in a minute. And Kiro only has probably 2 days left as well. I'm gonna have him and Lala, I guess it doesn't hurt if they hang out, and we'll have them just kind of clear away and gather some of the grasses, thinking about having a child. And then I will start moving Mirari up into the nest so she can finally have that last baby. All right. Now we're going to be maxed out at 14, and we're almost at the end of this generation, so I'm really nervous. Healthy baby? We just got the still alive achievement. What? What? That's so cool. We must be alive for like a ton of days. I forgot what that achievement does, but we must have kept the nichelings alive for like at least maybe 250 days. Who knows? That's really cool. I'm gonna have to look up what the achievement specifically gives us. But all right, we just had little baby Miko, who is fantastic for fishing. So yes, once again, I'm unsure about what to do. I worked so hard to make some great fishers, but let's just we'll just focus on gathering up what food we can. All right, Mirari, thank you so much for your contributions. You have been absolutely amazing. I'm gonna kick this tree. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more food. So she's over here. She's about to pass away, and we're gonna have to figure out what to do about that. Can I smell? I can smell bunnies. Bunny, bunny, bunny. All right, that was a tree. That wasn't a bunny. That was kind of funny, Rico. I was like, yeah, it's a bunny. No, it was a tree. All right, Lala can go ahead and clear away these grasses. Kiro can go ahead and help out as they, like, hopefully she'll live long enough and I can keep her long enough to have a baby. What do we have here? Oh, it's Miana. Hi, how you doing? Cousin, sister, friend? Oh, you can dig. I didn't know you could do digging. All right, we'll have your son. Sweet, they're working as a great tag team. And we'll have the other son come over here. He might need to be released soon. Sucks that he's sickly. All right, we have a leech on somebody down here. Van, it's on this one, so we'll go ahead and get rid of the leech, and then let's start swimming. Maybe let's do a loop around the island, I suppose. And you know, honestly, if we're going to have our nichelings be like water nichelings, if they don't have platypus beak, it's honestly not really worth it, because without platypus beak, gills isn't really helping us. But without platypus beak, then we can't gather up a lot of food. We hardly are like keeping ahead of the food as it is. So I think having terrestrial nichelings on land is actually a better way to gather up more food, but I just love water body. So we'll see if we can make it work. I think platypus beak has to happen. And probably nimble fingers too, if I'm completely honest. All right. Oh boy. And there it was, guys. Oh boy. All right. We just had 2 deaths, and we have been left with many nichelings to pick from. But I think if I had to choose a nicheling to inherit and carry on the line, it would probably be little Comey. And the reason I would pick Comey is that she is kind of everything that I am hoping for other than the web-turned legs amongst our nichelings for the Whims tribe. She can crack open nuts, she can do a little attacking, a little fishing, she can gather up worms, she can swim really, really fast, and her fertility is okay. So I'm going to pick Comey as our new young leader here in the waterways. And now I have to roll a number between 2 and 20 to see how large our tribe can be. I am so nervous. 18? Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, the nicheling gods have blessed us. I am so relieved. All right. We can have 18 nichelings, which gives us wiggle room for both stories and wiggle room for being able to play with our genetics. So let's see what happens, my friends, as we begin to spread pretty much 2 separate groups. We will have our schooling nichelings swim around the island, and we'll see if they're at least able to bring in enough food to justify having them in the water. And then we will have our terrestrial nichelings, and I think we'll just focus on, we'll probably do this. We will have our schooling nichelings do a whole loop around the island. And once they finish doing their loop, then we will leave no matter how much food we have, just because I feel like it's time to move on to keep things really interesting, and the nichelings are curious as well. But we will have our terrestrial nichelings ping pong across the land, maybe discover another ballina, and just gather up a ton of material while we're at it. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm very, 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 very excited that we get 18 nichelings in our tribe. And I'm also curious about why it's been raining non-stop too. I wonder if our nicheling gods have something to do with that. But alright guys, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!